Hello, this is Thomas, K4SWL. If you're new here, I like to do real-time, real-life amateur radio field activation videos. And today, I'm at Monte Sano State Park and Monte Sano Mountain here near Huntsville, Alabama. Really pretty park, very close to downtown Huntsville. I'm here. My daughter's doing space camp this week, or actually Advanced Space Academy it's called. We're camping in the area and I wanted to do an activation, and I'll be honest, I didn't realize that there were many SOTA summits around here. In fact, there are a few, but very few summits that are accessible evidently, and this one is incredibly accessible. In fact, basically the whole park is within the activation zone, at least the bulk of it. I checked my altitude, and really this is just such an easy park, easy summit to activate. And I'm just looking for a site now to set up. This may do right here. Let's look around a little bit more. I mean, I'm spoiled for choice, to be honest. There are just so many spots here, really nice spots where I could set up. The park is, there's a little bit of an entry fee for it, but it's pretty modest. I think it's $10 for my family, and it's worth it. It's a really pretty park. We just went on a nice hike at this park, and I'd highly recommend it if you're here in the Huntsville area. Now, okay, I'm looking at this, and I think I may use this site right here. However, it's going to be a tricky, I'm picking a spot with a tricky tree. So we'll see if I'm actually able to snag that. I'll make for a little challenging deployment. And I'm just going to use, I think I'm just going to use my random wire antenna today. Even though, I mean, I gotta admit, boy, conditions are absolutely horrible right now. I've been trying to do a little hunting this morning from my campsite down in Huntsville. Actually, we're staying at the RV park at the Space and Rocket Center, and so it's not on a state park or anything, so I can't exactly activate there, but I've been hunting and just making a couple of casual contacts, and it's worked out pretty well, but conditions are horrible. So let's get our stuff out here, and let me make a fool of myself trying to hit this particular tree. I don't know why I think I need to get this one, but I kind of like the challenge of it right now. So here's my pack. This is just my GoRuck GR1 pack I use for travel and stuff, and then I've got my Velocraft KX2. But here's what I need. This is my throw line. So I'm going to try to set this up. I don't know if I can set it up where you can see the whole thing or not. Let me look here and see. I may try to do this and put it on the ground. I'm not using my bigger tripod today, so we'll see how this works. Okay, I think you can see enough. Let's try to get this in. Let's see how many tries it'll take me. I'm going to count myself lucky there. I couldn't have snagged that better, I don't think. Yeah, very pleased. Okay, good. See, I was just trying to go over one of those inner branches up there. This antenna is only like 35 feet long, so really not a very long antenna. I'll be deploying it basically as a vertical. And start getting some of the stuff out here. Let's see. I could deploy, I'm tempted to deploy my 30 meter or 40 meter infrared halfway, but I think I'm just going to use my random wire this time. I really do. I think I'll just use that. Oh no, did I not bring it with me? I might not have brought it in this particular pack. Let's see. No, I did. I stuck it in here. That's right. This is simply my Pactena with a 17-foot counterpoise. And let's get this show on the road here. Okay, you should be able to see most of this, hopefully. My YouTube skills are really lacking, guys. Okay, this is the radiator. So what I'll do is go ahead and tie this off using my simple little loop knot here. I wouldn't have to. I know some people say what they'll do is if they have an S-hook on the end, they'll just, you know, do a permanent loop and then just hook into it. That works fine too. But I like these. I just think they're a little easier to take off and untangle later and stuff. So let's wind this out all the way. I did exactly what I didn't want to do. Let's just tangle this. Here we go. This is what happened. I used to not keep a counterpoise on this. Sorry, this is mostly outside the camera shot. I hate that, but there we go. So there's the full radiator, and I'll go ahead and just take out the counterpoise as well. Why not? And then we'll simply pull it up. There we go. And where can I set this so you can see it? Go over here, pull it up, and we'll get on the air pretty quickly. The only thing I'm worried about today at all is the weather. It is kind of weather that could bring up some pop-up thunderstorms in the afternoon. I'd rather avoid that. Yeah, this is basically deployed as a vertical. What I'll do to hold this up is just tie off this weight to the other end. Like that, right there. That should work just fine. If you can take a look. I mean, it's fully deployed as a vertical. It's still got a good, probably 3 feet up there I could have used. So, yeah, man, it's nice when it works out that way. Let's get the feed line. This is one I built right before I came on this trip with some RG316, a couple of BNC connectors. And just make sure that my counterpoise is nicely deployed here. There we go. Now, I have not scheduled my activation on the SOTA site, but I have on the POTA site. I'll just schedule my SOTA activation as I'm doing it, really. I don't think that should be a problem. It'll be hard for me to hear the European stations if I have anything similar to a pileup, which I'm not going to hold my breath on that today, because it is definitely not the best day for propagation, unless things have recuperated here just recently, like in the past 2 hours. Not an ideal day for propagation purposes. Here we go. set up my logs. By the way, thanks for coming along for the ride today. I really appreciate this. I need my glasses. Once I hit 50, there we go. I think you'll be able to see the display now. Again, thanks to that subscriber who told me about these circularly polarized filters for the Osmo camera. Man, I'm so happy with this. Okay, what do I need? Yes, I need to get my Hammers app out where I've put in a lot of my information. Let's see, HAMRS. This is Monte Sano State Park, and it's K, this is what I had to look up, K1048. Today is the 31st of May, 2023. And I'm guessing we're going to start on the 20 meter band. I'll go ahead and put 20 meter CW here. And this is a KX2. And 9:1 Pactena. I don't know what that is later. Oh yes, I do need my summit designator here, and that is something I can't remember. I remember it's 002. So we'll go here into SOTA, and of course SOTA finds where you are, and so that's W4A, which is the Alabama Association, W4A stroke HR-002. W4A, can I read that? I should be able to read that if I need to give a park designator. Okay, let's get Hammers out again. And I set up Hammers for park activation, but I'll export these logs for summits on the air as well. Still probably can't see the front of the KX2 very well. Okay, I'm operating with 5 watts right now. Let's go up to the 20 meter band. It's dead. Oh, let me change the rate. Good, I'm hearing something else. Okay, ants, stay away. Okay. It's going to be hard to see the screen on this, I know. It's just difficult to get that to work. There's so much glare coming off those trees, though. I wonder if I stick this back here, that props it up at a better angle. No, not really. Oh well, it is what it is. Okay, so we're in the 1800 range right now. Let's move back to 63.5. I'm not hearing anyone. 1 to 1. Let's go ahead and start calling CQ. So I'm going to put in my spot 14.0635 CW. It's so nice having internet access. Why did I put 00 after this? I need to leave that open, with the hopes that I'll get at least one contact. Man, it's a beautiful day. We've been so lucky with the weather. Alabama, I mean, and there's actually quite a lot of readers of QRP, or I know that, and in fact, some of my subscribers that live here in the Huntsville area. I just heard somebody. I'll let do one more and then I'll stop. Oh, I forgot to call QRL. Oh my goodness. You can hear the stations, except for that one strong station from New Mexico. Stations have been a little on the weak side. Always good to get you in the logs. I think as BHN. Illinois, that's it. That's just a really strong station next to me. They're a half a kilohertz off, but they're just very, very strong. That's what that is. Okay, I need to. You take some photos while it. You know what? I'm going to move a little bit because this sounds like someone else. Sounds like someone's right next door to me, so I'm going to QSY here. This is what I should have sent QRL the first time. Now, I don't think that's the reason why this station popped up. I think a station popped up next to me and they probably couldn't hear me because of conditions. When we have really unstable conditions like this, stations aren't there. I mean, you won't hear a signal at all, and then all of a sudden there it is. And they were a whole half a kilohertz from me, but for some reason a lot of the stations were bleeding through. True that I do have my filter set for what? It was set to where you could still hear this. I just like having a wider filter. This is sounding pretty good right here. What am I doing? Now somebody's coming out. I didn't mean to turn on my noise blanker, did I? AFK. want to widen that a little bit. I'm going to respot myself on the SOTA network. I'm just having fun today, so it doesn't matter to me how many I get. Let's see how many I have so far. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I'm 2 away from having a valid park activation, and I've already gotten my valid SOTA activation. Got a great signal. I like your fist too. $18.48. Just catching up here. Was he in? I think he was in Michigan. Yes. I have to say one thing for this TP3 key. I love it. It's a great key. I like how compact it is to fit in my kit here, and I've been keeping it in my kit. But I find the action a little finicky for me for some reason. I actually don't key quite as well as I do with my SP4 or my Bengali, but this is a wonderful key, and it is really photogenic. It looks wonderful in photos. Ooh, came up a little bit. I like the pace of this activation. So I've already got my 11, so I got 10 that I need. Let me erase this one KX2 entry I put as a placeholder. There we go. We're going to move up the band to maybe 17 meters. I may try to go down a little bit too. Big signal. I'm so sorry, but I'm sorry. Oh my gosh. Almost need ESP here. Okay, wait. That's how you're sending a relay. I just can't hear. Okay, I totally missed that. This is when the bands are wonky. This makes it so frustrating. It sounded like it was somebody saying two call signs, and I heard the ES meaning and in Oklahoma, but I missed part of that. Okay. If I go back. Okay, here we go. Okay, okay. Got him. I was catching those two letters together. Okay, let me check something real quick. Let me go over here to the POTA spots page. Looking to see. Okay, let me go ahead and do that while I'm waiting. Oh, let me take a photo. Got all these priorities, right? I'm going to move up to the 17 meter band now, which is probably deader, who knows. Okay, got him. Very strong signal. Oh, there we go. Wouldn't be a POTA activation without K9IS. Move on up to the 17 meter band here. Wow, this was a much better response than I was expecting. I'm going to be honest with you. So we've got a total of 18 contacts in the logs. I did have someone weird here, and I'm sorry if I missed this. I'm sorry for this. Completely missed what was going on here, and some of that was some distraction off camera, I'll be honest. But I know I heard ES as if it were two call signs. I know when I go back and watch this video, or if I go back, I'll make a star here so I'll remember. I'll kind of go back and try to listen to this and see if I can pick up the call sign from this, which I'm probably going to be able to do. It's always easier to do it later when you're reviewing something than when you're here doing it live and thinking about everything. That's just the way it is. Okay, 17 meters CW. There's nobody here I've been hearing. Let's go ahead and tune real quick. I think that 17 could be more deader. I think it'll be dead too. But 17's a good band for SOTA. And it could open it up to some of, you know what else I'll do? I'm going to push up my power to 10 watts since I've got my activation done. And this may open up the summit. I don't know if I've got enough juice in my battery to do that, though. We'll just have to see. Let's try this. Let's see if it'll stay on 10 watts for very long. I've already done like 3 activations with this battery. Or no, 2. No, one activation with this battery. That's all. Well, actually, so 1 activation and quite a bit of hunting yesterday, but let's see if it's got enough juice in it to still do 10 watts. I could replace out the battery in here, but let me respot myself on SOTA. Okay, summits, new spot. 18089. Did I send my QRL? Wait, 18.089. I'm getting ahead of myself. I feel a bit of a responsibility when people are watching me I always try to use, good practices, but everybody flubs up. This is the nature of the beast. We are amateurs in this amateur radio world, and so we're going to make mistakes sometimes. Wow. Great signal. But it's fading all over the place. You hear that? Did I work him earlier? Yeah. There we go. Ooh, you're stronger now. I can tell that a lot of the POTA hunters are making an effort to working people twice today, because they know that how bad the conditions are today. Oh gosh, they are just on the threshold of what I can hear. Okay, sorry. Oh goodness, this is so difficult. Got him. WS doesn't make sense. Does it? Yes, it does. Got him. Gotcha. That does make sense. Okay. Gotcha. Wow. Big signal, Brian. It sounds like you're in the park with me. Well, you're obviously not. You're in Pennsylvania. Okay, just for kicks. We're going to move up to the 10-meter band. Let me make sure I mark this. And I forgot to mark my 17-meter band on all these. Forgot to change it on the Hammers app. So I got to go back later and make sure I change this. I'll just do it manually after I finish the activation here. That's no problem. Not expecting much off of here. Okay, let's be honest. Let's go around the QRP-ish calling frequency. 58.5. Highly unlikely, I think, today that we're going to have much activity here. Let me spot myself again on the summits on the air. 28.0585. We'll do this just a little bit, and then I'll hop off the air. I'll fix my log, then hop off the air. Let's take another photo while I'm thinking about it. Also take a photo of my antenna setup while I'm thinking about it. So I'm going to do it while this is calling CQ. Okay. I always forget to take photos. Actually, I don't forget to take photos. I forget to take the photos I want. I'll be happy if I get one contact on 10 meters, I'm being honest. Let's see if I can find out if I'm being spotted on the POTA network, if I'm actually getting something out to the RBN. RBN. Duke. Yes. Let's get somebody. Come on. I forget, I'm still operating 10 watts. I don't do this often. But I think sometimes when you're on a summit, actually I do like to do it sometimes because it opens up that summit to some chasers in Europe, although there's just not a path to Europe. I haven't even worked at F4 WBN, and I almost always work him on a summit. Very telling. I think 10 must be completely dead. Maybe we'll go for 15 meters, see if that's a nice compromise. Yeah, I'm not hearing even anything in the noise right now. Oh, you know what I could be doing while I'm doing this? Fixing my logs. I've got all these people I need to go down here and fix their meter band. That's the reason all these say dupe, is all these people were kind enough to work me on 2 bands. So what I was going to say is, you know it's bad conditions when you have a lot of POTA hunters that are working you on 2 bands, and they're doing that as a favor to you because they know that you may be struggling to get your contacts in. So N7 K9IS, how did I do that wrong? Oh, right. K06, yes. This is where I start, so go in here and fix this, edit. This is a little painful. I just have to do them one at a time. But while we're waiting to see if anybody's going to answer, why not do it? Okay, this is KJ7DT, 17 meter band. Okay, let's see. And this is N0VRBP, and that is also 17 meter band. This way it'll be easier for me to submit the logs later. 20 meters, just making sure I'm getting all this right. K9IS again, 17 meters. And now go up to N7BYD. We went on a really nice hike here earlier. My wife and my daughter are with me, actually. They're just at another picnic table here doing a little painting, and my daughter's probably reading my wife's painting. She is an artist, and she likes doing this when she comes to park activations. This is very much a drive-up SOTA activation. You don't have to do any hiking at all if you don't want to. Very easy. As soon as I finish this, we'll move down to the 10 meter band or 15 meter band and see if we catch somebody there. I don't really want to pile up at this point. I kind of want to end this, but I just like to get somebody else in there. There we go. There we go. I'll double check, and I don't see any dupes listed anymore. That fixed it. Good. Let's move this to 15 meters. That's a positive sign. Okay, maybe we'll get a little... I'm ready to go back to the campsite, have a nice cup of coffee. I have to say, I'm so impressed with Huntsville, Alabama. I do think this is a really, really cool town. I had some truck problems on the way down here between Knoxville and Chattanooga on the interstate. Enough that I had to pull off the interstate for 15 minutes and take a look at the truck. I was able to figure out how to get it back on the road, but basically I was having issues with my accelerator and it just was not good. And I'm not a diesel mechanic, so I limped it down to, let me start up SOTA good. I forgot I need to give myself a new spot here. Actually, let me look and see if it's spotted me already. Not yet, but it will, I bet. No? Spot, summit. Okay, 21.00455. My truck is, well, actually, I've had a video where I've been in my truck before. And it's an older truck, a 1997, and it's a diesel. It's a 12 valve Cummins diesel engine, and the engine does fine, but all these other little things always break on it because it's such an old truck at this point. And what had happened was the vacuum hose and some other parts had just kind of disintegrated. I guess one piece of it had disintegrated, and I really need to find a good diesel mechanic. And fortunately, here in Huntsville, there are quite a few. In Asheville, where I live, there are less of them, so it's kind of nice. And the shop just did an amazing job fixing it. Very kind people there. Oh, there we go. I really want to get Christian. He just can't hear me. Oh well. See, that's the guy I was telling Christian. I almost always have him in a summit activation. I think that pretty much any SOTA activator in Europe or the United States, Canada. I may have heard just an S to S, but I'm going to let it go again here. Oh, it would have been nice to get Christian on 15. I may just be calling it quits here in a second, though. We're back down to 5 watts too. Not surprising. I'm surprised it actually went so long on 10 watts. When the voltage on the KX2's battery drops, it'll drop the power down to 5 watts, and you can continue on doing, like, I can do easily a whole nother activation after this on this battery. These KX-BT2 batteries that are in here are just amazing. I do have as well the, you can see this little yellow LED here. I've got the charging adapter in there, the charging module, so you can internally charge a battery. Okay, here's what I'm going to do. For kicks, we're going to go up here where I'm pretty sure there's going to be no activity at all. I'll tell you the reason I'm doing this, by the way. Oops, let me go to SOTA Goat and spot myself. 24.905, 24.905. I'm doing this to see if maybe Christian would have a path here, because I think he likes to work about everybody, and there's a decent chance that he may be able to hear me on 12 meters, possibly, who knows. But I'll mark 12 here. This may be a really quiet end to the activation, and I'm fine with that. I can't complain about 27 contacts all over the US. I wish I'd gotten more Canadian stations, or maybe even a station in Mexico, but Mexico, I just don't work Mexico a whole lot. I think maybe only a handful of times ever in POTA. I think as soon as POTA gets a little more popular down there, probably so, and I don't think there are quite as many SOTA chasers in Mexico as there would be, say, in Canada or US, but I would think SOTA would be pretty popular. Actually, there'd be plenty of SOTA summits in Mexico. I'm just playing with this filter here. It's hard for me. The issue is I can't see very well through this little teeny viewfinder on the back of the camera how well this is working. That's the only issue. We'll let this go about 3 more minutes or something. Again, I really appreciate you coming along. This has been such a fun activation. I'll only get about 1 in. I did kill some of my time here in the park. I would have come out here probably at least 2 times, 3 times. I actually had a couple other parks in mind, but a good, let me think, 1, 2, 3, 4 days were eaten up with me having a truck that wasn't running properly. So I didn't want to venture far afield with that, having it limp along. Hey, how's it going? So this is, I'm an amateur radio operator.
I got you, now I know what they are.
Yeah, and that's an antenna.
I've never seen anybody do it outside.
Yeah. Yeah, it's about the only way, that I do amateur radio, actually. This is, I'm doing a program called Parks on the Air. We go to state and national parks and activate it, which means like people like me come out, we put our signal out there, and then people contact us to kind of collect this park and that sort of thing. Also, I'm doing a program called Summits on the Air, and this is one of those summits. And so it's actually 2 different things. That's like a 35-foot wire with like a 17-foot counterpoise walking around here on the ground. And I've made contacts so far, let's see, with Morse code, all across the US, like into Washington, California, Arizona, I almost got a call in France here just a second ago, like Montana.
Ham radio?
Yeah.
So you don't need much amperage at all, do you?
Oh no, this is running 5 watts of power. Yeah, on a little battery, and this is my whole radio.
Everywhere, doesn't it?
Yeah. This is my little radio right here. It's nothing. I hike with it all the time. I hike the summits with it. This is nothing out here. Usually I live in the mountains of North Carolina, and so I'll pack this in a pack and hike a couple miles up to a summit, set up a little antenna, and it's just good fun.
Cool, man. Well, have fun with it.
Thank you. Yeah. Take care.
Met a lot of people in the woods, never seen any stuff like that.
Well, I'm glad that I'm the first ham radio person in the wild you found. There you go. I don't know if you heard that. This fellow is really nice. He actually said this is the first time he's ever found a ham radio operator not in a car or a basement. He said it's refreshing. Yeah, this is, I mean, to be honest, this is the only way I like to play radio. I like getting comments from people when I'm out and about. It's funny, most people, I don't catch a lot on camera because usually people don't approach me as much as I'm operating. They wait until I'm packing up, and that's when they'll come up to me. And they rarely come up to me when I'm setting up. Well, that has happened. I remember that happened to me at the park in Ottawa when I was in Ontario. And someone came up as I was setting up. I think more or less they were just curious when I was using a throw line to put a line in a tree. But, you know, I really love it when people come by and ask. I think it's good fun. Usually they'll say, oh, I had an uncle that did ham radio, or I know a guy that does ham radio, or I've been thinking about ham radio, and I'll usually give him my card. I've even carried information from ARRL and some other things along with me, and I need to reprint some things and bring them with me so I can hand them out to people. But I like doing that. Okay, I think we're about done here, aren't we? Plus my battery's about gone in my camera. I'm down to like 5%, so we're going to call this. There we go. Man, that was fun. That was really fun. So I got a total of 27 contacts. Let's just look and see what kind of QSO map it builds. It's not going to be a very good one because it doesn't usually include everything. Let's turn. Yes, it will. But you can see there, I would have liked to have gotten France in there. It's just not a SOTA activation unless you've worked Christian. And if you're a SOTA activator, you know exactly what I mean. That guy works me. He's like the... I just said K9IS is somebody I also work just almost no matter. I think I've worked K9IS in every province in Canada I've activated too. I mean, every state I've activated. He just has a great signal coming in from Wisconsin. Well, Christian, he has a nice setup there in France. And boy, it's just not a SOTA activation unless you've actually confirmed a contact with him. He's usually one of my very first contacts I make. He's very quick to answer a spot. So that's the main reason I moved to 12 meters. I was hoping maybe he'd hear me on 12 meters and try to work me, because I'm sure he tried to work me on 20 and 17 and 10 and just didn't hear me. You can almost see through the woods here. I've got to admit, this is kind of, I haven't been down here yet. Let's go down here real quick. But I am probably, this is a really nice park. We had a great hike earlier. You can't see a whole lot, but this is still nice out here. Yeah, look at this. You'd never know you were near Huntsville, Alabama. Who knew, right? It's really pretty. I didn't realize, I used to come down to this area. I had family that lived in Decatur. And when I was a little kid, and we'd go to the Space and Rocket Center and stuff. But I didn't know that much about Huntsville, and I didn't realize we had these nice little ridge lines going around it. Sort of like Chattanooga. And so there's actually a lot of opportunities. And there are a few SOTA summits around here. They're like little 1-pointers and 2-pointers. I think this may be a 2-pointer. But a lot of them are inaccessible. They're on private land and stuff, so you can't really get to them. And the SOTA rules, just like POTA rules, you don't go into places where there's no trespassing signs or when they're closed or shut down or anything. You have to really abide by the rules. There are some other summits around. I just couldn't go too far afield, doing some other things with my family, half tempted to pop by Gigaparts while I'm here in Huntsville. I'm going to go to the Space and Rocket Center tomorrow and probably spend the bulk of the day there checking it out. And doubt I'll do another park activation. We got some other family activities going on. Possibly could do one on the way back to North Carolina, but unlikely. When I've got my camper hooked up to the truck and everything, I just don't usually stop. I like to just kind of hit it and go. Plus, we got a lot to do when we get back. I've got a super busy week next week. But yeah, I didn't quite finish saying what I was saying. I really love Huntsville. People here are so friendly. This is such a cool town. Lots of stuff to do here. Some interesting museums. We'll be coming back later. I'm hoping maybe I can make it to the Huntsville Hamfest this year. I went in 2019, and it's a super, I mean, just fabulous Hamfest. I really think it's kind of second only maybe to the Hamvention. It all is indoors and climate controlled, which is really good. In Alabama in August, it'd be very hot outdoors. It's all in the Von Braun Center, and very friendly staff there. Just an awesome club. The Huntsville Club's amazing. This is just such a cool town. It really is kind of Rocket City, and just about everything you could want is here. And it's a neat place. I really like it. And yeah, the mechanic that I used, I think is Rad Diesel, I think is the name of them. Look them up if you're here and you need work done on diesel, because they were outstanding. They did such a good job. Their price was very fair to fix it. And they even wanted to make sure that I was pleased with the work. And they, after they did it, to make sure, that the pedal was was working properly, after they reconnected and redid all the vacuum system in it, and even changed the fuel filter and stuff like that. And so they had me do a test drive with one of the technicians, and it's like new. It works really great, which made it work for me, because frankly, without the little vacuum working, that vacuum system, I can't switch it into four-wheel drive, which means I can't take my camper up to my house, because it definitely requires four-wheel drive and a lot of torque to go up the altitude I have to do, and on some gravel roads. So I'm glad to have that fixed as well. But the accelerator problem was a little scary, I'll be honest. I didn't want to do too much, especially with the load on it. But they got me in same day and did the work, and it was fantastic. Yeah, so again, thank you so much for joining me at this beautiful park on this beautiful summit on a beautiful day. I hope you get a chance to play some radio outdoors here soon. Thank you so much for the kind comments everybody's been sending. I had posted something. I've got to be honest, I'm really not much into awards and things. I don't go for awards. I don't apply for awards ever. I don't pay attention to my numbers with Parks on the Air or Summits on the Air much. I kind of know where I want to be. I'd love to get my SOTA goat sometime in the next 10 years. Other than that, I don't know. Parks on the Air, I couldn't tell you how many parks I've activated. Although I do know that, I take that back. I do know that I think by the end of the year, maybe I can get 100. I don't think that'll be a hard stretch to do that. I would like to do that, I guess, as sort of a goal. And I don't apply to a lot of awards or anything, but to have gotten the QRP Hall of Fame from the QRP Amateur Radio Club International, that was just a really, really big honor. I've also gotten, the Good Operator Awards award from Parks on the Air, and also got one from the ARRL. And the people who nominate me to do this stuff, I mean, that is just, there could not be a kinder thing, more. I mean, I'm really, really honored by that stuff. You just have no idea. It's nice to know I'm maybe even in some way having a small impact on someone's radio journey. And their CW journey. And at Hamvention, a lot of you approached me and told me how much you enjoy the activations and even this style of activation, which I know, by the way, in YouTube, the reason I keep saying I don't consider myself a YouTuber is because I'm not using YouTube to have a personality-driven channel. This is a channel about playing radio and showing just how, if I do anything, I just want my enthusiasm to be infectious, because I love doing this stuff. I love going outdoors and playing radio. And I just want to show you how accessible it is. It doesn't take a crazy good operator. Just go out and have fun. And I promise you, this is just a really good way to get out of your basement and out of your car, like that park guest came over and told me just now. He was on a mountain bike when he stopped. It's true, you can kind of get out. There's nothing wrong with operating from your car or your shack or anything like that, but there's just something really just liberating about playing radio outdoors, and I love it. I love for each and every one of my activations to have a different antenna set up and a different tree and a different place. I love doing that stuff, and it kind of makes it fun for me. That's what I like. I like to shake up things, and I like being outdoors. So again, thank you so much for coming with me today, and I hope you have a wonderful week. As I always say, be kind to one another. All we got on this planet is each other. Take care, and until next time, 7 3s.